Good evening, I'm Shameka Neely. A Morgan County judge found a 12-year-old Martinsville boy guilty of reckless homicide for shooting and killing his 6-year-old brother. Nathan Butler will remain in juvenile detention until the Indiana Department of Correction can evaluate him. After that, a judge will determine the boy's sentence. Butler faced a possible murder charge, but the judge determined the evidence could not prove the boy intended to harm his brother. The judge determined he would be better off in a juvenile court. Emergency preparedness planning took on a whole different meaning after the events of 9/11. Joe Wren followed emergency responders during a full-scale exercise drill in Bloomington last month to see how different agencies come together in disaster response.
Jeff Schemmer was working in the console at Monroe County Central Dispatch the morning of 9/11. As reality set in on the disaster 800 miles away, Schemmer was beginning emergency response procedures in Bloomington.
I'd say almost instantaneously everybody was sitting down saying, okay, what happens if this occurs here? Will we be ready, and let's start moving in that direction so we're prepared.
His initial response was to be sure agencies were fully staffed. State law requires emergency planning committees to test their emergency response plan once a year. A recent full-scale exercise at Bloomington's Frank Southern Ice Arena included 10 agencies, 73 first responders, and 8 victims.
We don't have an exact accountability for everybody being out of the building, so we'll need to recon the area pretty well.
Equipment such as TAC-5, a hazmat response vehicle, was purchased from grants that became available after 9/11.
Since 2001, we had 16 Homeland Security schools here in Bloomington, and they were well attended.
Hooker says families can ready themselves for emergencies too, including assembling an emergency preparedness kit at home, along with the plan of where to meet family members if something would happen.
Officials are warning of possible delays if you are headed to the game tomorrow when IU takes on Virginia at Memorial Stadium. WTIU's Claudia Lozano reports.
With the ongoing construction in Bloomington, IU Athletics and the Indiana State Police Department are advising fans to take alternate routes so they don't miss kickoff.
We've really tried to aggressively communicate that there will be traffic challenges. It's not if, it's when and how. There will be, and so hopefully that'll take a little bit of the frustration because it won't be a surprise.
Kickoff against Virginia is scheduled for 7 o'clock. Glass says gates will open at 10 a.m. to encourage fans to get there early and avoid getting stuck on the interstate.
People ought to arrive early. Like Mr. Glass said earlier in the week, it'd be better to be waiting inside the stadium or tailgating rather than being stuck out on State Road 37.
Construction near the stadium is scheduled to be completed by next season. For WTIU, I'm Claudia Lozano.